comes inside, but not unlocked. It's locked. The gifts of God, the calling of God, everything that God ever wanted you to do on planet Earth is being installed. It's like you're having all the apps in your phone, but none of the apps are open. You understand what I'm saying? The gift of prophecy is inside. Gift of word of knowledge, gift of healing, gift of miracle. Every gift that you need to fulfill the purpose of God, the mandate of God, the destiny of God is being implanted and imparted within you in your spirit. So it's not like I lay hands, you get imparted the gift of prophecy. No, gift of prophecy is already inside, it gets activated. If somebody says, I impart the gift, of course Paul writes, I impart the gift of prophecy. I mean, in the sense, right, he activated it. You know, it's been given by God. Actually, so he says, when I lay hands on you, it's been imparted. God has imparted it into you, it gets activated. The gifts of God being activated. Okay? And then there are certain gifts that are you know, what do you call it? Accessories. Something that is supporting gifts are not there. They can be imparted, developed. You understand? When a baby is born, the baby is born perfect. But does it have a long hair, long nail? But they are all there inside, right? Keeps growing up according to the level of maturity, according to the level of development, according to the milestones. You know, is a baby born with a big mustache and a beard? No, but they are all there. So as they grow according to maturity, they are all. You don't have to, Lord, my child, my son doesn't have a beard. Lord, can you please? Jeremy needs a beard, Lord. Jeremy needs a mustache. I cannot be praying for and say, Lord, you must give him a mustache. What will the world think about my son? He doesn't have a mustache. You understand what I'm saying? You can be praying, you know, in due time, in appointed time, you will have a nice mustache. Now it's in good the mirror, and he imagines he's got a mustache, he's got a beard, he's going to shave. It's all in a imagination. So what is he doing? He is developing that. That's called faith in action. One day I will have a beard. One day I will act weird with a beard. So one day I will be prophetic. One day I will do this, I will do that. So he's dreaming. He's in a dream world. That's prayer. That's what? Prayer. Because God sees. God fulfills the desire of your heart. Who puts a desire? He puts a desire. His desire, He will bring it to pass, not your own desires. Brother, I had a desire, but it never got fulfilled. But you prayed and you told me God will fulfill the desire of your heart. You see, what desire I prayed for was different from the desire that they won't understand. And that we won't even tell. When we pray, God will fulfill the desire of your heart. Automatically, I am cancelling your own desire that you had, which I will not say, which will happen in the time to come, and then you'll never come back and meet me again. But actually, I cancel the enemy's desire over your life. I cancel your parents' desire over your life, your own desire over your life. I want to become a pilot. Why? I see you. If you would have flown the plane, you would have crashed. I pray, Lord, make him a beautiful artist. No, I want to be a pilot. That's my desire of my heart. God will fulfill it. No, make him an artist. Why? What God can prevent by His power, He will cancel it by He will allow it by His wisdom. So the wisdom of God is that he should become an artist. So He wants to prevent him from dying in a plane accident. You understand what I'm saying? So those desires which God put are there in your spirit. So that's my point. Beautiful line. All the gifts, all the destiny, all the callings, everything that God wanted you to be, even before the foundation of the world, billions and billions and billions and billions of trillions of light years ago, what God dreamt on that such and such day, Tanuha will be born and she will do this and this and this for this many years. Whatever he dreamed in his spirit, in his mind, when you are born, when you are activated, not when you are born, when you are born from above, he activates it. But when you are born naturally, what happens? Oh, she was born on a Saturday, she will be like this. She was born in the month of, what month you were born? August. Wow, she's a Leo, she will be a lion, and she will be this and that, in the Orion, in the Pleiades, in all this talk. I see her with a arrow in her hand. All those things based on your stars is man-made or demonic, which the enemy wants to bring his plans into your life based on your star. He assumes this kind of person born in this month will have this kind of characteristics, and it will be very apt. But if you believe it, it will come to pass. If you don't believe it, it doesn't. Because you're a new creation. You're not going by zodiac sign. You're not going by Leo sign. You're going by the sign which Jesus made for you on the cross. Victory sign. By this sign, you will conquer. You understand? So you take the sign from above and resign from what the devil has planned against you, and you assign what God has designed for you. You understand what I'm saying? All comes into alignment when your spirit is born again. Okay? So the spirit person, okay, is placed, your spirit, when it is born from above, everything that God wanted to be, which He planned. That's what Ephesians is all about. What He foreknew, what He planned. You read all the epistles, what all God wanted to do. Everything is written over there. Everything that God wanted to do in your life, okay, was all planted where? In your spirit. But now we have an enemy called the evil spirit who works through the body genetically, who works through the soul organically, mechanically, through your learned behavior, through the culture, through what you learn from your school, what you learn from a college. I am an Indian, I cannot go to foreign country, I have a racial problem, I have a scholastic problem, I cannot study more, okay? My parents are not from a big background, you understand? So enemy works in your soul, brings rejection in your life, brings prenatal, what do you call, damages. Even while you are in your mother's womb, the enemy plans that premature death. You understand what I'm saying? Premature death, planned by the enemy, schemed by the enemy. He knows what you're going to be. I mean, he does not know everything that you're going to be, but he can guess. He can steal your destiny. He can abort your destiny. He can deviate your destiny. That's why, somebody said it, I think it was Bill Johnson. I mean, there was somebody else who said before that, C.S. Lewis. What enemy planned for millions of years can be cancelled in one moment when you obey the Lord Jesus Christ. One moment of obedience to Jesus can cancel all the enemy planned and schemed and prepared your great-grandfather. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? For a simple example, we're going a little bit, in line, very much in line. Okay, still talking about Adam. Okay, for example, God knew, I'm taking myself as an example. Is that okay? Normally I don't take myself as an example. I'm such a humble person. But today I have to. Recover from the shock. Okay, so God knew that I would be a mouthpiece for Him, or an instrument, a carpet, a donkey that Jesus can walk into Jerusalem, ride on, a carpet where He can stand on, a pedestal, or shoes where Jesus can wear me and walk all over the world. If I would say, I would rather be the sandals of Jesus and where Jesus can walk all over the world. It's better to be, but that's not, it's all from Sri Lankan Buddhist theology.
That's it.
You understand what I'm saying? That's all coming from Buddhist ideology. God never wanted us to be. He didn't take the bone from the. He took the bone from the weirdest bride, and He wants us from His side. Be by His side. Okay, so He always wants us to be sit the throne. But then I like to be His doormat. I like to be the tissue paper. Yeah, I like to be when Jesus wants to clean His nose. Use me, Lord, as a tissue paper. Sharon is not here. Okay. Now, what I'm trying to say is, God planned so many things, and I've not even touched 0.00001% of what He planned to be fulfilled in my life. I've not even began my ministry yet. I've not even started to preach yet. I've not even anywhere 1,000 kilometers near what God has actually planned. But one good thing is I'm in this direction, towards that. But I'm going this way. Direction is right, but the speed is opposite, reverse gear. Yeah. Listen to this. So, the enemy starts planning from my great-grandfather, who is a yogic, or priest, or hermit, or what do you say? Rishi. Sage. Who can float in the water. That's what I heard from my mother. That her father can take out the spirits and do good to people, according to Hindu stuff, something like that. He had some power, you know. Your grandma also. They can give certain things. They have an authority. Now, this is very carefully you listen. The psychic ability is given to a lot of individuals. Okay? The gift is from God. And the enemy can use it in a wrong way. And human spirit can use it in a right way. With the help of the other spirits. I'm not saying everything is demonic spirit. Even God could be helping her grandmother to give those medicines and cast out those evil spirits, though they're not Christians. Doing good.
My grandfather used to write something in the chit.
Yeah.
If any person is lost,
Yeah.
if they keep the chit in their clothes, they will
come back.
Few days.
Yeah, come back in the night. Yeah. I've seen that happen. You know, I've seen people who can, find out with the psychic ability when the person is lost, that spirit will tell he's here, is there, or, a lot of good things do happen. So, my grandfather did not know Jesus, of course. But he was helping people. He was doing this and doing that, and many of the other witch doctors will get very mad at my grandfather. Okay? This is what I heard. And then my mother can see spirits, like, this person has a right spirit, wrong spirit, spirits coming, going, and all that stuff. And then when I was born, I can see spirits like that every day. I'll be sleeping, this one will walk like this. For me, even spirit means skeleton, and the skeleton will walk. It will walk and laugh at me, and then it cannot come near me, it just go away. So many times it wanted to choke me. So I had demonic encounters like nobody ever, people have ever encountered. But he literally wanted to kill me every day. I literally see spirits. I can literally see this. And I was not even born again. I was only 3-year-old. I'll be screaming. And my mother will know. She'll immediately come and hang a broomstick over there. You understand what I'm saying? My grandmother will know. My mother's mother. She will not come near me. Hindu lady. She will not come near me. My father's mother will know. So let me tell you. Let me cut all that stuff. Lot of things happen, supernatural things happen at the age of 3, at the age of 4, at the age of 5. Till now I remember the spirits coming, talking to me. They want to kill me. I was about to die. My mother said, God, you gave and you take him away. She surrendered me once and for all. She sprinkled water and said, God, you gave, you took away. And she just took me, carried me, and left me in the church and walked away. And then let us know when he dies, we'll come and do the burial. That's it. Because she believed in the words of Job. In the Bible, it's written. You gave and took away. You gave and took away. The song is there. Huh? Blessed be the name of the Lord. You give and take away. Yeah, take away. Drive through. Huh? My heart will still choose to sing. That's the song. Take him away. My heart will choose to sing. Take him away. Take away. Imagine if I had been taken away. What would have happened there to you? So when I was 5-year-old, she just said, God gave, God, you take him away, left me and gone. But I was having high temperature. And my face, my eyes went off inside. And I had a swelling in the neck. And then my body was swollen. And that's it. And then they say, if a person cannot control his bowels, that means he's going to die. That's it. I lost control of my bowels. And gone. But after 3 days, I was lying like this 3 days. Every day they come and check. This fellow is still breathing. But he's in a comatose stage. Still breathing. How come? 3 days, high temperature. Temperature never came down. They didn't even. If I have slight temperature, Regina will immediately go and bring a kerchief, not medicine, kerchief. Immediate arrest the temperature. She'll bring the temperature down just with a handkerchief. Amazing. Then only medicine and everything. She'll say, no fever can touch your body. You're anointed. You're appointed. You fever, leave his body. With this kerchief, I can cast you out without medicine. She takes authority, puts that kerchief, and as you know, can you cross him? Crossing is a sin. Grow sin. You will not grow in sin. You will grow in righteousness. No, ma. What, ma? Please, ma. Cross him, ma. Grow sin. No. They will not cross sin, will crop the sin. And she'll only put cloths and she'll give some hot water, hot lemon juice, which we wash in the Kalachari. Okay. Yeah. She will give that and I'll watch that and I will drink that. And then I will recover after some time. But there, I was high temperature, coma. And I could see spirits laughing. Demons laughing, you are going to be this, your world change, nothing's going to happen. You are doomed, you are finished. Third day, I got up, took bath, I'm ready to go to school. Just like that. It's a surprise. No, lie down, rest. No, I want to go to school. Full of high energy. How it happened, nobody knows. The only prayer they prayed was, surrender him to your will. Your will, Lord. Surrender him completely to you. That means that word is a prayer, is a coded prayer. Means let him die, let him go. So if any pastor comes and prays, you surrender him to your will means let him die. That's the meaning. I hate that prayer. I never want to pray the prayer. Your will is for him to live. It's your will to live. And this man will live. You shall not die. You shall live and declare the glory of God, the works of God. I prophesy even to the dead bodies. Over the dead body later, you will live and declare the works of God. The soul is living in heaven. The spirit is living in. I'm not talking about the physical body. Cover up prayer. Okay, so you need to learn all this because people will ask you questions. You prayed and the person died. What happened? I was praying for the soul to go to heaven. Do you know where the spirit is? Do you know where the soul is? It's in Abraham's bosom. So, not just 5, 7. I mean, the enemy wanted systematically planned from my grandfather. Those spirits wanted to kill me and take away the psychic ability, destroy my spirit, my plans of God, purposes of God, And then, what I'm trying to say, now all those things, let me finish the sentence. Now all that God put in me, the enemy has a rough idea. He doesn't know completely. He can have a guesswork based on, my grandfather with the psychic ability and all that stuff. And now what the enemy does, he's not allowing me to talk. Why? It's not a big deal. Shut up. Okay. Listen carefully. Something very important I want to say. Now, the enemy, Satan, what is it? Come on, angel, help me. Yeah. Come on. Somebody pray for me. Go ahead. Reko mahandroko sekalalamanda. Kera bahasko burinianda. Usha katabakariara basikiriandoro romasianda. Drink coffee, you'll be alright. Okay, thank you very much. Coffee's getting cold. No, I want to finish this. Something very important in this. Okay. That's it. Got it. So, what happened was, I don't know whether you believe in fallen angels. Okay? You believe in fallen angels? Okay? When somebody says, I see angel, I ask them, is it a fallen angel or standing angel? Good question to ask. But most of them see fallen angels standing up. So these fallen angels and the pre-Adamic race, now I'm going into dangerous zone. There are spirit beings, disembodied spirits that lived on earth millions of years. They all joined together, hand in glove, to work against, not me, against the destiny that I carry. Imagine how many thousands and 10,000s and leaders are being raised, people being saved, souls are being saved, imparted, impacted, implanted, how many destinies being unlocked, how many children prophets have been released. You understand what I'm saying? So the enemy is not mad at you, he's mad at what you carry within you. The destiny that you're going to accomplish. So now what happens? He cannot destroy my spirit, he destroys my 1, 2, 3, 4. I like this. Soul. He destroys my soul. In a sense, what is soul? Emotion, will, and intellect. How I feel, how I think, how I not react. Act. I will, okay, I will do it, I feel it, and I think it. 3 things. I will, I feel, I think. Can you say? I will, I think, I feel. Right? Feelings is emotions. Thinking is mind. Will is will. Right? Your will. Your soul is made of emotion, will, and intellect, which is mind. Okay? Your mind. Your mind also connected to your heart, to your spirit. And mind is connected. Now, those are intricate. You cannot separate it. They are in the body, but they all work intricate. Now, listen. How the enemy wants to damage, because if everything in my spirit has to be expressed or executed, my spirit needs the support of the soul and the body. Imagine if I am not able to speak, how can I prophesy? How can I sing? How can I preach? If I cannot hear, if I am born deaf, or if I cannot think. So enemy wants to attack my emotions. How does it affect your emotions? You will not come up in life. People speak words. 1, 2, 3, 4 means Matthew 12 and 34. Out of the abundance of the heart, mouth speaks. So whatever in your inside comes out. Through words, the enemy sends people with words against me, against the way I think, So my spirit was intact within me. He wants to attack my spirit through my soul. How does he attack my soul? The way I think will change the way I live. The way you think, tell your neighbor, the way you think will change the way you live. If you change the way you think, you will change the way you live. If you think prosperity, you live prosperity. You think poverty, you live poverty. You think you have cold, you have cold. Don't say, I have cold. Don't catch cold. Drop it. Oh, I think I'm going to catch cold. Why do you want to catch it? Wrong word. I'm bored to death. How many times you use the word I'm bored to death? Means you're speaking a curse on yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So the words that we speak, so enemy works on your mind, sets the circumstances around you to demoralize, demote your spirit man, and your soul gets damaged. You understand what I'm saying? Rejection. Most of the cases when we do deliverance and the person has a spirit of rejection, I ask, when you were born, did you feel your mother's love? She said, no. Why? My mother didn't want to have me. When she knew that I was a girl, she didn't even lift me up and hug me. They put me in a ventilator. I didn't want to be born. You know what I'm saying? So the first thought that baby feels in the womb, the baby can feel. In the womb, the baby can think. The baby is listening to what I'm preaching. It gets familiar with my voice. And after it's born, it will turn and look at me because it knows my voice. It knows that when my brother comes home, the first sound, the baby can discern. And they feel the presence right now. And you bring the baby to church, they're very relaxed. Ask Nancy, she'll tell testimonies. The moment with all the sound and noise, the baby is happily sleeping. Why? It got used to it in the womb. You take the baby to a different environment, they get restless. They even fall sick. Ask Epi. He will tell you. He took to a wrong environment, the baby fell sick. No, I had to rush to the hospital. Why? The baby hears words, listens to music, understands, and listening to my message, because the baby in your womb has a spirit that is perfected. Amen. The spirit is perfected. Amen. The day you are conceived, your spirit the baby is actually more stronger than the spirit. You understand what I'm saying? In the spirit, it just needs to get activated. That comes in the born from above experience. But that doesn't mean the baby is not spiritually growing. It is growing spiritually. It's from heaven. Yeah? So it's a destiny. How is the baby born? It's a destiny sent on earth. Amen. Destiny wrapped around it, and wrapped the baby around it. So when I grew up with, let me tell me as my personal example. I grew up with a lot of rejection, sixth one in the house, unwanted. Yeah? You all need to get your tissues ready, I'm going to make you cry. Unwanted, rejected, and I could not speak. I would stammer. Can you believe? I would stammer. I would not like to go into the classroom, even in second standard. Because why? When they ask for attendance, I can't say present. Words would get stuck. I cannot say I'm present. You want to switch on the AC? It's okay, because the fan's off. So you know. So what happens? The enemy wants to damage what? My thinking, my emotions, and my mind. You will not study well. They kept on drilling. Who was drilling? Teachers. In Tamil Nadu, there's a teacher pilla. Makku. Police karam pilla paya. Thuruda. Translate for later, not now. So that was drill. So we grow up with those clamps that can limit your ability. So I failed and I failed and I failed and I failed and I failed. And by somehow they'll push me up to the next class. Finally they kick me to the next class. How many years did it make him sit in the same class? So why? It's not that I was born dumb. I was not born. I was born intelligent, but education ruined me. Right. The teachers ruined me. I am such a brilliant person, but the school system was not right enough. See, I'm a left-handed person. You are a teacher, right? I'm a left-handed person. In Indian culture, is it right to write in left? Huh?
When I first started teaching, I had a little child who was writing with the left hand.
And then?
And that was my first year.
Yeah.
And when I saw the child writing with the left hand, I was wondering why the child writing with the left hand.
Bad omen. Definitely. Because we grew up with that thinking. And my grandmother would beat my knuckles to the point I bleed. I'll see how you lift this hand. Second standard person, I had bled because my hand would go automatically to right and left. And I was born left-handed, but I grew up writing. So my brains got confused. There was nothing left in my left brain. There's nothing right in my right brain. I said that way, you know. There's nothing left in my right, and there's nothing right on my left. See how my reverse psychology was working from that time. All the time, I think, why not the other way? What the enemy intended for evil, God turned it for good. You understand? See, I'm still right-handed. I can write and write. I can, do something in left. When somebody asks me which way to turn, left or right. Wait a second. Sikra sollu pa. Yeah, solra. Right through. Hey, left kaati right through. Okay, left through. See, I still have a problem. So what I do, I act as if I'm eating. When I eat, I think food. The moment I think food, I start. So when I eat, how do I eat? Right hand. Because I've been trained, learned behavior to eat with my right hand. So automatically I do this action. I have to relate to my mind that this is right hand, this is left hand. When I was small, I'd open my shirt and I'd check, where is this mark? What is that? Vaccination. Yeah, okay. I don't know whether they put it left or right. Forgot that. Left. I forgot about that. I used to check. So now enemy was using that. So I had to write my left. Listen. My handwriting was terrible. Even I couldn't recognize it. What I wrote. Doctor handwriting. I could have become a doctor, but they said no. I always carry 2-3 strong red color erasers with me. Because when they put minus, I'll erase all the minus. How you got 9 marks? It was -9, -1. All minus I'll get. Why? Because I was trying to study maths with my left brain. Can you study the maths in your left brain? No, you cannot. You have to study maths in your right brain. Yeah, tell me, ma'am.
When I was correcting the child right with the right hand, it so happened a doctor came by, one of the parents, and I spoke to her, and she said, no, don't force the child because it will affect the child's health.
Definitely affect the child.
Then after that, I started practicing with left hand to help the child to write.
Right. That's the right thing to do. Because the parents were doctors.
Yeah.
My parents were not doctors.
No, the child's parent.
Yeah.
Another parent
Came and said like that.
Yeah.
Thank God. I wish I will have those parents in my next birth.
That is a great help.
In heaven, a second life. Yeah. Second life. There's no second life. Yeah, there's only one life. And it's gone. It's messed up. Ruined. What's the point in crying and making you all cry till 1 o'clock, not even drinking my coffee? அப்புறமா சூட் பண்ணி கொடுங்க. Okay. I have not poured out my heart to anyone. You are the only ones I got caught after 48 years, and I have to. This is my last class. I have to drill you all. Yeah, this is the last class. Next week I am not there. I'm going to the river church. Tomorrow somebody is coming. We will never know whether you will be awake. Jesus may come tonight. And we may get up like a tube light and stand in the great light. And there's no place for tube light in the great light. You understand what I'm saying? So, this is my last chance. Pray. I can understand body language. I studied masters in psychology, carology, busology, all logy I studied. Okay, just joking. Okay. Now listen carefully. So what happened? This is what I did, smart move. When I was failing, but somehow they pushed me till 8th. Give him promotion. When I came to 8th, when I came to 10th, no teacher can pass me. They said you have to rewrite some 10 times at least for you to, that's the word they spoke. You will rewrite 10th standard 10 times. Wonderful teachers. If I find them in heaven, I'll throw them to hell. If I find them in heaven, I'll bring them to heaven and throw them back. Sister, don't get angry, okay? I have to ventilate all the bottled up feeling. Now, why am I saying this? Now, I'm not blaming the teachers. I'm not blaming the education system. I'm not even blaming the devil. I'm not blaming God. I'm not blaming myself. We must stop the blame game now. We must accept. We must accept the things as it is. We cannot regret and grieve about what happened in the past, but we can turn our past into a blast.
Amen.
Blast from the past. We can turn things around. We can even turn our DNAs.
Amen.
Our skin cannot determine our destiny.
Amen.
Our mind cannot determine your soul, and your body cannot determine. Jesus could have chosen because he is God. Okay, Jesus, where you want to be born? I want to be born in the palace, as a prince of Wales. No, he chose. He himself. Jesus was the only person. Now, this is my own theology. No scriptures for this. You can call me heretic, lunatic, anytic. Kinetic. Jesus was the only person who willingly chose to be born in the womb of Mary, to be born in a manger, who did not want to be born with the big titles. If I was given a chance to be born, you know where I would choose. Not India. Maybe Somalia. Ethiopia. Czechoslovakia. Uzbekistan. Wherever it is. Sudan. No, not Pakistan. I don't like Pakistan. Okay, you're live, right? You're going live.
We can edit it.
Harry will carry it to the nations. Okay. Help me to come to conclusion.
Yes.
Are you enjoying this?
Yes.
Jesus. Philippians 2nd chapter. Oh no. Philippians 2nd chapter.
Yes.
Let's read it. Philippians 2nd chapter. Wow, so powerful. I cannot miss this chapter. Nice coffee, sister. No, I like it this way. Cold coffee. Ice. Cold coffee, you have to pay 80 rupees. Normal coffee, you make it cold, 10 rupees.
Make it hot.
Wisdom. Yeah. Philippians, flip to Philippians, 2nd chapter, 5 onwards. Tell me, sister.
Let this mind be in you.
Wow, amazing. Let this mind
Be in you.
be, means what? Is he requesting?
Commanding, ordering.
Let there be
Light.
and there was.
Light.
Let this mind be in you. The moment you read it, you have the same mind.
Yes.
Finished. God spoke, it came to be. That's it. That's how we have to be holy. As I am holy, I am trying to shut up. I repeat again, Jennifer, you're not listening. Be holy. As I am holy. Yes, Lord, I am trying to be holy. Stop trying. You are. Amen? Stop trying to be prophetic. You become pathetic. Stop trying to imitate Benny Hinn, John G. Lake, Joshua Paul, John Paul. You are much more than that. You are created in the image and the likeness of Jesus. Imitate Christ. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. Paul says, I imitate Christ. He never said, I imitate Peter, I imitate Moses, Daniel. Somebody came to me, Pastor, pray, I want Daniel's anointing. I said, no, I don't want to pray for you to be a Daniel. Pastor, no, I want Daniel's anointing. Oh, I want you to get married, have children. Daniel could not have children. Go for a Joseph anointing. Go for Moses and David anointing, not Solomon. Somebody else. That man got so angry with me. Never come to a prophet for prayer. I'm trying to help you, my friend. Have Jesus anointing. Amen. Hallelujah. Wow. He is the richest and the greatest Father of all creation. He's got billions and billions of children. Ooh, I love Jesus. Do you love Jesus? Yes. So we go for Jesus anointing. Let this mind be. That be, we can meditate all through life. Let them be. Let them have dominion. Let them be the rulers of the whole mankind. Let them be as I am, so are you. Be like me as I am in heaven. Just be. Don't do. Stop doing. Start being. Because doing is included in the being. He will be the one doing. You just be. Just be. Just be. What does he do? He just sits on the throne. Billions of stars. Billions and millions of stars. My father is a star breather. He just breathes stars, galaxies. Stop worrying about this small dust called earth. Amen? God never go to Jesus. Jesus, you remember something called earth? What? Where? No, you can't. Where? This guy is talking about something called earth. David, do you know anything? Yeah, my grandfather used to talk about something called earth. Where is that earth? Wait. Gabriel, I'm bringing the telescope. Wait, bring the new one. The earth is somewhere. Because he created so many galaxies, so many billions of galaxies, he moved so far away. And earth is anywhere near the center or the side of the solar system, is one of the billions of solar system galaxies that ever exist. He's creating billions of galaxies. Have you watched Indescribable? You guys need to watch it again and again and again. And you are talking to God about earth. Okay, Tanu has asked you about earth. Get the telescope. Oh, it's not working, it's still far away. With this telescope, we could find only the nebula, the Milky Way. Bring another one. I found. What did you find? Nebula, solar system, billions of stars and planets. No, she's talking about earth. Where is this earth? Let me stop with this. You understand what I'm saying? That's not the truth. He remembers every one of you. He remembers the number of hair He has counted your, not counted, numbered your hair. This morning, some 250,000 hair was swept away by Sister Glory into the glory. And God said, that number was 252,374, the hair of Sharon. She was swept away. And the angels, which were worried about that hair, went and deleted it. This number of hair is gone in the book of life. This number hair of Sharon is deleted. You understand? He has numbered. He knows you by name. He knows you by name. He calls you by name. He remembers you by name. Day in and day out. There's no day in heaven. There's no time in heaven. But eternity, He's only thinking of you. Only you. Only you. As if you are the only one living on planet Earth. He thinks of every one of you as the only you existing on earth. That's God. We cannot think 10 things at one time. But God thinks about the billions that are going to be born on earth. And Psalms 139, I have scripture for that. Scripture getting that. Psalms 139, 17. How precious are your thoughts concerning me, not us. Me. You can claim it for yourself. How numerous, how innumerable are your thoughts. God's not thinking one thought a day. Thought for the day. When you get up in the morning, I have a thought for you. Scripture for the day. Thought for the day. Keep smiling, huh? Verse for the day. Prophecy for the day. WhatsApp. I send it by WhatsApp. No, God doesn't think one thought for you. Billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of thoughts are thinking of you. And you have no mind capacity to download it. I mean, what a life to live for us. We can just go millions of years thinking about the thoughts He's thinking for us. That's a good hobby. I'd like to know what you're thinking about me, Jesus. What kind of ice cream would you like to buy me, Jesus? What color dress you want? Shut up, you dumbo. That color doesn't exist on earth. When you come to heaven, I'll design a new frock for you. Why frock? Suit. Dress. Purse. It's all man-made who decided that pink is for girls and blue is for crazy. I would like to wear a pink color shirt. I won't. My phone is pink according to Prem because he doesn't know about rose gold. Pastor, you bought pink color phone. That's called rose gold. Pink. According to you.
We need to tell Apple it's pink.
Okay, I think we digressed enough. That's God. He loves. He wants us. I'm not trying to cop out, giving an excuse. He loves us to think divergent as He is divergent. At the same time, He is convergent. Just pinpoint. The whole heaven and billions of saints are also thinking of you because He is thinking of you.
Amen.
Isn't it amazing? Wow. You cannot capture all that in one scripture. Psalm 139:17. Can you read? When I say some scripture, please try to open it and keep your finger there. Any moment I may ask you to read it.
How precious also are your thoughts to me, O God. How great is the sum of them.
Some of them or few of them?
Some of them.
Some of them. Some.
No, it's yours.
Oh.
Some.
Yeah, any other translation? Passion? God help me to close 2 hours now.
Every single moment you
Every single moment?
are thinking of me.
Wow! Every single moment. Now, on the contrary, every single moment, are you thinking of Him?
Who am I?
No, I'm not talking about the song.
That song.
That's very self-pity song. Who am I? Yeah, I think of me. No, I'm happy that I'm thinking of you all the time. I'll compose a song. Who are you that I am thinking of you? What? What kind of song are you singing, Joshua? Fucking singing about you. Do you think who you are, oh Lord? You are great. Oh, yeah, I'm great. You are holy. Do you think there's no one holy than you? Huh? Is there anyone holy? There's none like you. Get that fellow out of this room. Yeah, join King David. He wants us to, that song, that verse, so dangerous to read it. That's why I don't like Passion. I like King James. How great is some of them? King James. I love King James. Just intellectually say yes. Wow, nice. But this Passion makes you feel guilty. Read it again, Jennifer.
The best.
Every single moment you are thinking of me.
Can you all say it?
Every single moment you are thinking of me.
Why are you looking at me? I'm not thinking of you. Come on, can you look at God and say every single moment?
Every single moment.
For a moment with God is million years. And million years, He concentrates in one moment. And we enjoyed a moment. Feeling shivering. I know. I think you need to switch off. Don't worry, my friend. Yeah. Continue to read. Please again. Oh no, Lord, don't mess us up this
How
morning.
precious and wonderful.
No.
Every single moment.
Every single moment.
You are thinking of me.
When we read this verse, do you think we will get rejected, ejected, dejected, neglected? We will be worried. We will go for inner healing, outer healing, side healing, top to bottom, healing, burnt offering. No, we don't need any healing. We don't need any counseling. We don't need any. If that was the only verse written in the whole Bible, it's enough. Only one scripture, the whole Bible. 1,000-page Bible, only one scripture in the middle. Every single moment. Can you believe God can put volumes and volumes and volumes of love in one single line, which you can never get it in King James Version, because we read it from the mind. This one is written in the Spirit, understood in the Spirit, and perceived in the Spirit. Yeah, every single moment.
You are thinking of me.
Yes.
How precious and wonderful to consider that you cherish me constantly in every thought. In your every thought.
You cherish me. There's not a single moment in a day that God has a negative thought about us, a bad thought about us. Oh, this one let me down. No. He never thinks a single thought which is bad about you. And we worry about what others think about us, what others say about us, what others write about us. Get your identity sorted out before you want to come for the next IMT. Get your identity. Live in the scripture for 100 years before you come for next class. Because we cannot graduate to another level if you have not come to this level of thinking. Every action is rooted in your thought. Every action of yours, every word, everything that you type, everything that you think, everything that you say, everything that you do is all rooted in your identity, your thought of what God thinks about you, who you are in Christ. If you keep thinking about who you are going to sink till hell. I keep repeating it. If you keep thinking who you are, what you've done, what you've not done, what others think about you, that's going to take you to the pit of hell. Because that's what the enemy wants you to think about. And that's what he's been trying to work for millions of years to bring you to that level. All your life, keep thinking about who you are. Which is that who you are? This. Not this. He will never allow you to cross this to come here. But Jesus has already brought you here. He starts here. and will not allow you to cross here and here. If at all He wants you to cross, He will cross you. That's why the cross is so important. You understand what I'm saying? The cross. Morning Nancy was praying, crucify ourselves on the cross. But how many times we get out of the cross and cross ourselves and we see the devil? Oh my God, he put a cross. Why? It's time to move away from the cross and go to receive the crown. Start our life. Many people think when I meet Him, I will receive my crown. No, receive the crown now.
Amen.
Right? Receive the crown now. Receive the crown now. We can live in two dimensions at the same time. We can live in heaven and on earth. We can choose. We can live in the worst part of the slum and turn the earth around. You don't have to think, I wish I was in America. I got the visa for Australia. I wish. Your wishing is not going to take you anywhere. But being in India, being in Babasapalia, we can turn the earth around. Living any worst case scenario with no hands, with no leg, with your mind transformed. Look at Nikki. Look at Corrie ten Boom. Look at Mother Teresa. Look at these great men and women of God. You understand what I'm saying? There are thousands of people who say, Paul himself said, I will be more profitable to you in my death than my life. We all think, I wish Paul lived longer. I wish Paul lived now. No, God chose when Jesus should be born. Jesus chose when to be born, where to live. He lived, He came into His own. His own received him not. Who is that own? Not the earth. Only Jewish. He came into His own. He didn't want to leave the border of Israel, but He kept one leg here and blessed Samaria. And He got the woman from Syro Phoenicia, come here, I will meet you in the border and I will bless you. He went and stayed in that house purposefully so that the lady will cross the border and come and meet Him and get her daughter healed. He came unto His own received Him not. He didn't come for us. He came for the Jewish people. Because they rejected, we got Him.
Amen.
Jesus didn't die for us. He died for them. Jesus died for the Jews. I hope you get this. Jesus died for us. No. He died for the Jews. And the overflow is for us. You understand what I'm saying? We were in His plan before the Jews were even born. He didn't have to die for us. We are all born as extra. We live out of His overflow, but the flow was for the Jews. And the overflow was for the Gentiles, which was available before the foundation of the world. He would have still saved us. This is very, very, very mind-blowing sentences. I know why I am talking this to you people. I can just go on. It's going to shake all our theology. Knock it off and see how great was His plan for us. How great was His plan. Okay, let's move on. So, listen, can somebody wipe it off, knock it off? You want a 5 minutes break? Just 2 minutes? Or should I continue? Yeah? I can just continue because I'm in the spirit realm. Cobra ke baham proskera bahanda. Kera bako relamambra kesha koborum kera. No. Just sit down. Reka baham proskera bahanda. Ke maham roshi. I see an angel walking right over here and giving me a key. And that key is to unlock something.